Hello everybody, welcome to 1994. Michael Schumacher on pole at Interlagos alongside his new young teammate Jos Verstappen. Williams really struggling, 6th and 7th. Senna seems to got rid of 1 point with the McLaren and gained another. There's a bit of a pile up at the back, but we're watching the front because Michael Schumacher leading into turn 1, but Jos Verstappen is challenging him. And Michael, who is the established number 1 in Benetton, might have a battle on his hands this season. Verstappen goes through. Jos Verstappen leads the Brazilian Grand Prix, and look at Ayrton Senna. He has already fought his way up past both the Ferraris from 6th on the grid to 4th place, and Barrichello is still making a nuisance of himself. Great qualifying and a great position in the race at the moment. Oh wow, that's Ferrari over. That is gerhardberger. What on earth has happened to Berger? He qualified 4th. Things were looking good for Ferrari. 4th and 5th, definitely improvements. So Lacey without a front wing, and Hakkinen without a front wing as well. So, what on earth's happened? We'll have to wait and see. But this does mean that the top 4 are away on their own and free to have their own battle. Jos Verstappen still leads the race. Michael Schumacher in second. Here's the replay. And oh, it's a Lacey. A Lacey just not paying attention. Goes into Berger, and Berger is out of the race. That was quite a nasty crash. You'll see it from this angle. Berger really just, totally over, and very lucky that the roll bar is there, because that could have been a very nasty crash indeed. But it is both the Ferraris, one out, one compromised, and Schumacher coming from the move past Jos Verstappen and back into the lead that he held off of the grid. Michael Schumacher leading the Brazilian Grand Prix and looking good right now, unless Senna can pass Barrichello. Maybe he will then threaten the Jordans, but the Benettons, but at the moment neither of the home heroes are showing enough to worry the Benettons, although Barrichello looks like he's now coming for a look at Jos Verstappen, and he does have a little look, but nothing doing, not yet at least. Senna just waiting for his moment. He wants to have a great Williams debut, and he can see the lead there, but he's got 2 cars in between him and Michael Schumacher, and Ayrton Senna has got a lot of work to do. And Jos Verstappen, I think, is trying to have a look at Michael himself. Michael may not only have Ayrton to worry about in this race, because Jos Verstappen is applying pressure still. He's not just falling back after being overtaken. This is going to be an absolutely epic fight between these 2 Benetton teammates this season, and Senna needs to get involved, of course, but Williams have got a lot of improvement to do. Senna is dragging a fantastic performance out of it, and damonhill is in 5th place, so they're coping all right. But Frentzen now under pressure for Martinbrundle in the McLaren, and Martinbrundle, is he going to go through? Is he going to make it stick? Yes, he does. Martinbrundle up in the 6th place, so not bad going from McLaren there. Senna still trying to apply pressure to his protege, but at the moment the apprentice is leading the master in the battle for 3rd place, but it is Michael Schumacher still in the lead. However, I do think that some pit stops are being prepared, so we're going to see who pits. But Michael is still leading. Verstappen tries to have a look, but can't get through. Michael Schumacher continues to lead here in Brazil, as Jos Verstappen continues to try to make his mark on Formula 1 right from the beginning. And you've got Barrichello and Senna still there in competitive position as well. But look at that, the Benettons, I don't think they can decide who goes in, but it's Schumacher who is going to pit. Barrichello and Senna as well. They've all given up their positions, and it's so treacherous. Maybe if they're putting on extreme wet tyres they could do better, but there's still only 1 lap to go. That doesn't change the fact Martinbrundle will move up in the 3rd place then in his McLaren. damonhill up in the 2nd, and Jos Verstappen now is in a prime position to win his debut Grand Prix. What an amazing performance from Jos Verstappen, and this is really going to be an absolute shock for the books here in Interlagos. damonhill is catching him though. damonhill does have that extra experience, and in these conditions, but we know one thing for certain, there's going to be no repeat of Donington, because Senna is now way down, Schumacher also way down, and I think Senna's retired. We've heard Senna has retired, so did he have an issue in the pit lane? Well, no, you can see the Williams over there. How did he get there? It looks like he's collided with Gasho, but how on earth? The pit lane is way after that point. How on earth did Ayrton get there? Well, we're going to find out how he got there in order to collide with Gasho. It's a shame, really, because Senna got in and Michael Schumacher in the pit lane, as did Barrichello. So, what on earth happened there? That's got to be a failure, a monumental failure on the Williams for it to lose braking and jump over the pit wall. I mean, that is a crazy accident. So how is Gasho involved? It just conked out. He just conked out. So that was it. The Pacific just happened to conk out. Well, that's a dangerous position to conk out in. I certainly hope they move that car out of the way. We know sometimes the stewards don't like to do that or the marshals don't like to do that on this game. But Jos Verstappen is not far away now. You can see Damon Hill is catching him up. But there is not enough time left in this race. Jos Verstappen is going to win his Grand Prix debut in the Benetton. Damon Hill will finish second for Williams. Martinbrundle due to come across the line to finish in third place for McLaren. Barrichello, in spite of his pit stop, is still running in fourth place. He is going to finish in that place. You have to excuse me here because the positions all got a little bit messed up. The camera didn't know where to go, but Barrichello finishes in fifth and Michael Schumacher just missing out on taking fifth place from Eric Bernard. What a great season opening race. You see Benetton leading the constructors, Williams, McLaren, Jordan and Ligier all with points on the board. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Subscribing is free, really helps the channel out. Take care.